Alright everyone, hello, aloha, welcome to the Romancing Saga stream. We're gonna wait for a couple more folks to join in and then we should be able to start and do, whatever in Global and JP. I haven't done the Pandemonium and Matcha and Marigan attack in Global, and then after that we can do Spiral 190 in JP. And you're gonna get you're gonna witness how I get wrecked if I don't clear a stage. But definitely any questions, requests, or showcase are all welcome. I'm gonna put it in chat. And yeah, I am leveling Rocky because he is awesome, and of course the Doom. The Doom is always helpful in remembrance for martial arts, especially if you go for rapid stream. And Gian from Romancing Saga, just in case I need an extra healer that's focused on healing rather than something else like Final Empress. And of course Liz. I haven't leveled Liz in a long time. Hi Fifole, how are you? And to all those in United States right now, happy Memorial Day. If you have any siblings who have served the army, we salute all of those people. And of course for those who who are honoring their loved ones who passed away, I am in condolence with you on that one. Hi. That's good, Fifole. I don't play Grand Blue Fantasy, so I'm sorry. Alright, I guess we can start with the Pandemonium, and then we can do Matcha and Marigan, and then after that we can move on to JP afterwards. And yes, I am very happy with my new internet. So the video I recently uploaded, it was 8 gigabytes in file, and it was uploaded in 5 minutes. I didn't have to wait at least an hour for that to get uploaded, and then another hour to process. Okay, I'm gonna do Pandemonium, and then, like I said, at any time, feel free to interrupt me, and then we can do, whatchamacallit, we can do any showcase requests or any questions you have. So I think this is the party. Yeah, this is the party I'm using. So let's do that. I'm just going for whatever. I know it has been a while since this event is available, and I haven't done it yet. Dragon Force. Still Dominance. Grab Energy Shot. Here's with him. If any of you would like me to cover the bottomless banner for Ultra Deluxe and Saga Soul, we can definitely do that. I decided not to do a video on that. I feel that there's not much value that you can get out of it, except for a certain few where you are able to prepare for future pulling of characters, like say Saruin for example. Saruin, if you have the Ultra Deluxe character, then that would be something that's gonna be helpful for you. But it's super specific that I don't know if it's worth creating a video for that. Hi, Mia-san, konnichiwa. 今回はいろいろのクエストに海外版と日本版とのおみず we're gonna do miscellaneous quests. Sorry, I ran out of Japanese. Kyo wa Mia-san wa genki desu ka? So desu ka. Okay. Uh, 僕は壁です。今日はお仕事はないです。So people in global, I don't know. I can only prepare, you know. But I definitely wanna target Maria and Death in global. I don't have them in GP. And of course Razen, the white wolf you're saying. I haven't done romancing for them. Nara, kimuchi wa sukoshi raku kana? Matte kudasai ne. Mia-san, 今日は僕はとっても OK です。待ちますよ。待ちますよ。OK、OK。はい。Right now I'm just doing whatchamacallit. I'm doing Pandemonium. I really don't have any agenda for tonight, so yeah, like I said, any requests just let me know. Liam chapter 7 only have Kami 31st. Oh, you mean Halloween? The Kami? Kami Halloween is not yet in global, before. But yeah, it's already at chapter 7, but I think the story is gonna go faster, right? second skill. What do you mean by that? Fire arrow. Isn't that the one for the third Kami style? Yeah, that's the one, right? You're referring to. I forgot who the boss is for this one. I think it was Kami, and then I just died. So we'll see. Okay, that's bad. Hey. Nope. It's okay. Hey. I will do that next time. Mia-san, Robin, yeah. Robin desu yo. Okay, let's do Marigan attack then. I'll do that the next time. It's fine. People, really? Are you gonna pull for Matriarch, the Saga style one? I'm not really impressed with the Saga style. Yeah, I don't know. There hasn't been an Ultra Deluxe in JP. Manakawa Robin ka. Boro Robin no Fudoken no waza wa Zentai HP Kaifuku wa aru desu. Hi, Ito-ken-san, Kaigai ban no style wa mecha tsuyoi desu. Ito-ken-san wa Hyper Over Tension no ability wa kono henkou de teppeki no mamori no 6です。これ。Global UDX ticket exchange 3 arrows. Episodes played tank. I don't know. From what I remember, didn't we had a 3 Romancing Fest ticket in Global? In JP rather. So maybe we're gonna get that in Global too? Question mark. そうですよ、みやさん。だから、エッグの全形態の戦いは、あ、イトケンさんは、使ったです。イトケンさんと、ボロロビンと、3体の、強いのキャラクターは、リアム、セオ、そして、白バラ姫さん、かぼちゃスタイルです。If JP have UDX and Saga Soul ticket, Human Wizard. I don't know. I'm not impressed with UDX Blue. I mean, even UDX Time Lord, I'm just like, eh. But I actually considered using Time Lord in JP for, the Kirin and Time Lord battle to try to dodge the Chaos Stream. But it's too much BP to sustain, and I don't do enough damage to clear Kirin by turn 7, turn 8. That's my problem with that. Of course, 4.5 Julian. But I don't have jewels. I already did 30 singles and I got nothing. I wish we have the, go straight to challenge 3 for the for the attack, so I don't have to go through every single stage. Maybe we'll get that in the next update in global. Hey Andy, how are you? We have Fifole and Mia-san on the chat. Some people it plays both JP and Global, but more on the JP side. And of course, Mia-san plays JP only. I haven't done Matcha and Marigan, so I am doing it right now. I mean, Ellen is pretty good, right, Fifole? Ellen, she would do Yo-Yo plus, she would do stacking of Yo-Yo plus, right? And then hope for that 25% to buff the party whenever you do Yo-Yo plus, because it's an indirect attack. Well, I mean, all of Ellen's style has been single target, so I think if anything, Remembrance and martial arts would be able to benefit from that for Gentojo, right? So I think that's what I feel what Ellen can contribute, because personally I'm more excited for Ellen and Sarah. Not so much for Thomas. Initially not so much as well for Julian, but I wanted to showcase Julian because I didn't had Monica from Romancing Saga 1. So that's why I feel that Ellen isn't really the worst on the banner. I think Thomas is the worst in the banner, if anything. Andy, do you have any requests or any questions in mind, or any showcase that you would like to see, whether it be global or JP? I think most likely it's gonna be on JP side. Kami romancing? Kami romancing. You mean the final story boss attack in JP? Is that the one? I haven't cleared that yet. I haven't cleared the five Razem and them. I haven't cleared the romancing yet, and then that one too I haven't cleared. I don't want to do that in stream. One, because I know I can't do it, and two, it's kind of story related, so I don't want to do it on stream. Flamar revive stacks. Let's take a look. I think it should stack, but we'll see. But I'm not sure why you would like to stack the revive for Flamar. Oh yeah, I forgot. There's a daily thing. Okay, let's do that. But let's do Flamar first. So Flamar is very underleveled, so please don't mind that. Where is Flamar? Romancing Saga 1. Reasons. Of course, that's the best answer. Okay. I don't want to die, so we're gonna do normal. Do I have the spell? Okay, I have the spell. Oh, so you pitied, whatchamacallit, Ellie said in JP? Okay, let's check Flamar. Well, it says very large one time, so let's see. Let's cast another one. It didn't say that it would stack, so I would think that it would, maybe, question mark. If there's a second line, then that means it would stack. Yeah, there's a second line. So the other way is to test it out then. I mean, it's a good thing to know that it would stack, but yeah, it's not very practical, the application. I'm trying to understand in my head what would be a good application for that. Let's try. Why is everyone dodging? Come on, Matcha, kill us. Thank you. He's just level 9, that's why. Yeah. Yeah, because of the will buffing to herself. I don't think she's gonna die, because this is just level 9. Yeah, definitely she's not gonna die. Let's go to a different stage. Sorry about that. Sure, let's do Diva. No. Let's do Egg. Because why not? So everybody dies round 1. I don't know. Shukai? Prama no reviver no waza wa testo desu, kore. TKG? TKG は何ですか? Right. Ah. それは美味しいですよね。かけはふりかけじゃない? Lamar, don't die, please. I mean, there's the auto revive, right? So, okay, we're gonna die. So I think it would be a good test, Andy, if... So we know that it stacks because there's a second line to it. It didn't say that it would only proc once, which I would think it would use one of those lines, because if you look at who is that? There is some, I think it's Labelle, but we don't have that yet, the beachside Labelle. She can stack her damage block one time, but it doesn't have any turn duration. So as a result, she would have multiple lines of damage block in her, and then it would be removed one at a time the more attacks that you get. Tama tamago wo shoyu de. Oh. Mia-san, 海外の生卵は、食べたいはダメです。It's not safe to eat raw egg outside of Japan. So if we visit Japan, Mia-san, that's where we're gonna try raw egg and rice and shoyu. Denketai Kakegohan. めっちゃ大きいのエゴはそれのかけご飯。Oh, no problem, Andy. Sorry we couldn't do like a realistic testing. But definitely, I can attest on how the way it looks like in the ability, that because it registered a second line, that it guarantees that it stacks, and that if Flamar dies, for example, that she would be able to use one of those LP. But I think the problem is you can only stack it twice, I would think, because 1 LP to cast, so you cast on yourself or whoever, and then 1 LP to cast again. So if you cast it on Flamar herself, then she would have twice to be able to be revived automatically until she runs out of LP. Because when you die, you get LP -1, right? It's not that because you have Reviva that you automatically don't reduce your LP. We are hitting the 34-minute mark, so hopefully we can finish this within the 1 hour mark, so we can focus on JP. But Andy, do you have any, or Fifole, do you have any requests for showcase, or which characters you would like to see? So it's only now I realized that they changed Marigan and Matcha. So I remember in JP, I don't think they have been buffing accuracy on themselves, so I haven't been dodging too, but I remember using Rainbow Ranger to clear that day 1, but I don't recall whether they buffed themselves with accuracy or not. I mean, it's okay if you don't remember their kits, Andy. If you see or you love certain characters, we could definitely showcase that during the stream. JP 3-year only 15,000 gem and romancing Yamipu. Well, Fifole, it's actually not that same amount in global. We have less jewels. Like right now, we just had 3,000 jewels for the pre-anniversary celebration, and then I don't know once we hit celebration and whether we're gonna get more jewels. But I think other than the 3,000 jewels, there's also the mission, so 6,000. I would be surprised because I know Global has been doing this where they would open World Tower again. So Global, if they open World Tower, so that would be 10,000 jewels extra. So that would be 15,000, like what you said for JP. No, there's no special bonus in Global. I think if anything, it's less jewel we are getting compared to JP from, say, if there's a new banner that's released, or if there's any new event to celebrate with. I think Global is getting less than JP. I mean, for the monthly login, Global has been getting, I think, 6,000 jewels, and then JP is receiving like 3,200. But, you know, that's not... They kind of balance out in a way. Well, people, the thing is, in Global 2, the pace of the banner release is super fast. So, there's really, so other than, preparing and understanding what the future holds, that there's really no way for you to save up jewels compared to, say, JP. So in JP, so you get the login bonus whenever a new banner drops. And then there's also some Twitter campaign at times where we get 4,200 jewels. You remember that, Fifole? You have to retweet and tweet or like a certain hashtag. So we never had that in global. The most that we had are social events where we would get roughly 300 to 500 jewels. So in a way, it kind of balances out with the World Tower reopening in global. And I would be surprised if global would do that again for 3-year anniversary to open World Tower one last time. Even if it's not World Tower, they can do Scarlet Grace Tower or the Romancing Saga 2 Tower. So either of those should work, I think. But Andy, the other side to that is, especially for people who are buying the monthly and the weekly pack, um, I think it's more favorable for them to be in global because you get the login bonus, extra free jewels on top of the paid jewel that's, like, in a way discounted. So that kind of helps people get or stack up their jewels in preparation for a banner that they wanted to pull on. Well, Fifole, I thought Grand Blue Fantasy is older than Romancing Saga. Because I remember some of my friends play Grand Blue Fantasy, and that before the release of Romancing Saga in JP. Yeah, that's what I thought, Sankyu. And hello, welcome. How are you doing? Sorry, I'm doing an outdated event, Matcha and Marigan. I haven't done that in global. But Sankyu, do you have any requests for showcase and whatnot? I don't know. Most likely in JP. I know it's allergy season. So I have to take allergy medicine, or else I would be hacking like crazy. Good thing that I have to take allergy medicine only. Sometimes maybe having that nasal spray would help, but good thing that the allergy medicine is just enough. So Andy, in the US, once the season changed to spring, that's where a lot of stuff in the air, like the flower pollens, and that kind of triggers allergy from people. It's not just specific people, but I think it affects almost everyone. I mean, even myself, who grew up in Philippines, I have severe congestion waking up that I have to take medicine, or else I would have to decongest a lot at the start of the day. Hey Tepwen, how are you? I know allergy is so bad right now. So Andy, allergy is a little different, I would say, from a Philippine perspective, because for us, allergy is, if you eat something, you get itchy or you have an allergy attack, right? So you would need allergy medicine or EpiPen. In the US, they also call allergy if it's spring and then it makes you sneeze, basically making your your nose hyperactive because of whatever is in the air. No problem, Sankyu. I can showcase Kami with, I mean, I can redo 180 just for whatever in JP, so you can see how Kami looks like. Basically, Kami is whatchamacallit, is like Emilia, where if so in global, Emilia, if she does blunt attack or sun attack, that she would get specific stuff, right? Same goes for Kami. If he does cold, heat, and sun element, I think those are the three, and thunder, so those four, I'm sorry, that he would get different stuff. Like cold, he would get defense boost to himself, that's 3 turns, it's small effect. Thunder, he would inflict defense down to the target, not the permanent one. And then for heat element, he would get attack boost to himself. And then lastly, sun element, he would get BP +1 to himself. So that's why Kami is very useful. これはチャレンジまでありのまだです、みやさん。今はステージ15です。So Andy, even if you grew up in the streets in Philippines, it's totally different in the US because of, you know, the what's in the air and what's around you. Especially in other places where there's a lot of flowers around you. Good luck with spring, that it's gonna be harder for you to keep up with the allergy attacks. Hi, arigatou gozaimasu, Miya-san. Yep, exactly like what Tepwin says. Yep, that is true, Sankyu. I have heard of that from my bosses who live in Atlanta, that they would need a lot of allergy medicine because of that. And just like what you explained, some of their stuff would be covered in pollens too. Okay, so we are at 45-minute mark. Once we hit the 1 hour mark, even if we don't finish this attack, we're gonna move on to JP. So that I know that's where a lot of requests are gonna come in. Like to your request, Sankyu, the Game Boy characters. But unfortunately, I don't have human male, human female, and Esper girl. So I won't be able to showcase them. I do have Arthur and Myron. I didn't have Gloria and Sharon. So we can check out Arthur and Myron. So Myron isn't really that special. That's the problem, because Myron has healing, has Gale Thunder, and then something else. I think thunder, the word thunder, rather than the usual skill you have in Saga. And then Arthur is the odd and even character. So you know how the first Arthur in Global, whatever attack you do, you would always follow up with Talon. So in the next style, he would only follow up with Talon on odd turn. So that's why it's a little weird, and it's also single target. So that's why Arthur gets high protect tension, so that it kind of gives you an idea that you would want to use Arthur in a hard content as a DPS. But the problem is, you know, we have a standard now for DPS, which is Liam. If somebody can be close to Liam with more defenses, that would be the better option. But other than that, it would be just Liam, I guess. I don't have Undine and Volcano. I tried on that banner wanting to get Ellen, but I didn't get anybody. But I got, I have the whole Linwood family from the SaGa collaboration. I got a lot from the SaGa collaboration actually. I have all three Linwood. I have Katarina, Gustav, Noel, and then I also have actually completed all of them because I also have Orluge, Megami, and Monica, and then I got UDX Galabald. 海外版の人気キャラはレッドエミリア他にいる人気キャラミヤさん、エミリアはモデルのスタイルのは海外版はあるです。where is it? そしてレッドは1個のスタイルで変更半分で変更とのアーカイザの時にのスタイルです。what was it? ミヤさん、チャットの中にモデルエミディアのスタイルです。No, Fifole. I tried another 10 singles in Tsubaki banner, but I couldn't get her. It's okay. I mean, I would love to get her, but not really necessary. But what's your priority on the Linwood banner, Sankyu? Because if anything, I would be prioritizing Liz on top and then Joe and then Polka. I mean, all of them have their usefulness, especially with the BP rotation like what Jans has shared on the Discord chat, on the strategy channel. Joe mainly for moral down medium that you can actually keep on spamming every other turn. And Joe herself is pretty tanky, so I love using her. Absolute Being Creator, what is that? So that one, Fifole, that's the third style for Creator. I think, I don't know whether he would be useful in JP with how he was implemented in Global. There is the weird love debuff on that one, which is, I don't know. But definitely, I am gonna go for the latest Kami in the finale chapter banner. He's just really strong for DPS. And because of all the buffs and debuffs that he can do, that he's just a standalone character that you can rely on. Okay, we're hitting the 51-minute mark. Let me finish this battle and then let's move on to JP. It's okay. I mean, this is old event. I know all of you might have finished this already. I'm just looking for something to do in Global, that's why. But it's merely to chat with all of you if you have any questions, requests, or any showcase that you would like to see. So I got one from Sankyu on the Game Boy character, so we will do that. Okay, one moment. Let me switch to JP. Alright, then we are in JP. Oh, It's okay, Andy and Tepwin. There's no time frame of doing the event. As long as you have coins with you, then you should be able to get the new formation. Mia-san, Roma Saga 3 no Baimanian wa, shitteru desu ka? Summer Baimanian. Sure. Okay, we are now in JP. And just a quick... So, Mia-san, Baimanian is second. Second in popularity, Baimanian. in global, because of the Taiwan... what was that? Taiwan survey. Okay, so first things first in JP. One of the things we knew when they announced about the 4.5 year anniversary is that Final Isle is gonna go away by June. So, and then we didn't know about the weekly mission being changed as well. So when we logged in yesterday, there wasn't any weekly mission. So today they gave us everything. And then for Final Isle, it's still available, but there's no reward to it for doing Final Isle. See, we only get Aurum. And then we are supposed to use all of the currencies we have for the existing stuff, like say Zwig, the digging stuff for Nora, and then the only thing left is Hidden Dojo, I think. So we have to use the eggshell, we have to use the Zweig medals. Yeah. And I haven't exchanged it yet. Okay. That one. I think this one too, the daily mission. Yeah. We gotta use this up. And then we gotta use Final Isle. And then the last one is the Pyrohydra eggshells. We gotta use them as well. I think it's either they're gonna go away or they're gonna be worthless by June 1. Anyway, so Sankyu. Yeah, in JP, story has already ended. So if you can see, Liam already has that clear at the bottom. I don't want to click it. Maybe I might show some spoiler or something. But yeah, JP is already done for Liam's story quest. JP folks on Twitter was trying to predict who would be the next main character. They're figuring out this character from a certain screenshot. I'm not gonna share where it's at because I forgot where it is, whether it's Liam or Polka chapter. But that's what they are predicting to be the next main character. It's going to be announced 2 days from now. It's going to be part of the 4.5 year anniversary. It's a little interesting how they are timing the 3-year anniversary for global and 4.5 year anniversary in JP at the same time. This Julian artwork. This Julian artwork still baffles me to this time. Look at that. So, as you know, the background for Julian is a plant, right? But because Julian's hair is green, it looks like that it's part of Julian's hair. Ne, Mia-san. Kore, Yurian no background de, それ、Yurian no kami じゃないですか? こっち、これ。 It looks like Julian's hair. But yeah, Julian is the hot character right now that people are able to clear Spiral 190 and 200 because Julian, he is able to counter direct attack with Star Rush Plus. Jungle Julian. So desu yo ne. So Star Rush Plus became 2 to 4 hits, still 2 to 4 hits, still E power, but every attack he would buff himself with all attributes. So that's why Julian is able to clear 170, 190, and 200 easily, along with Maria and Death. Unfortunately, I don't have Maria or Death, so I had to be creative with my party. And you know, like what I said in the video, there are a lot of stuff that the game gives us now where you are able to strategize. You're able to strategize more, not just approaching it in one method. You know how everything is, you gotta do rapid stream or victory song for you to clear the hard content. No, that's not the case anymore. Like the game actually gives you the tools. You know, you have to pull for the character, but the game gives you the tools to be able to try out different strategy. So let me do 180 for you, Sankyu. I don't know whether I still have my party with me. I think I already removed. So let me copy my stuff. One moment. I think I did it this way. So yeah, we should be able to see Kami on this one. So the explanation to this party is Kami is the main DPS. When he goes on overdrive, he follows up with skill number 1, which is a 3 to 4 hits C attack. And then it's a random target, but it's just one target, so everything goes to the boss. And then at any point, you would just keep on using this one, which is 1 BP. Whenever Kami is not full HP, that he would follow up with this. Or if he is at full HP, he would follow up with Heaven's Wrath plus. And then he has this climax ability where he would start the battle with full overdrive, and then depending on the overdrive gauge, he would have either guard up or moral up, which is pretty useful. And then this is what I was telling you earlier. Depending on the element he does, he would get an attack boost, defense boost to himself, or inflict defense down to the target, or get BP +1 to self. And then Matcha is, to put it simply, attribute buff cleanser, and at the same time debuff that same attribute that she cleansed. So for example, this one, burning down, it's a single target. The first line says she would clear any intelligence buff to the target, and then after that she would inflict intelligence debuff to the target, but it's by chance. That's why in my Spiral 180 video, I said that by turn 5, turn 6, that it's really hard to land debuff on Time Lord because I don't have any will cleanser in the party. Wagnus is just amazing. So he gives one random overdrive to a party member, including himself. And Andy, I think I answered your question. So even if that target has full overdrive, it would still go to them if RNG goes to that character. And then he also gives a passive to everyone where everybody would do an extra small heal whenever doing an overdrive attack. So you would see that in action later. So Wagner's best partner is Labelle. So for Labelle, she can give overdrive gauge to everyone, and then also cleanse any attribute debuff to the party, and then give an attack boost extra large for 2 turns. This is only usable for 1 time. However, she has an ability where if she uses her skill number 3 rather, this one, it adds another usage to skill number 2, so she can practically fill up the overdrive gauge for everyone every other turn, and then you keep on overdriving. And then we have SaGa Re, which is one of the hot characters in the game. So one of the quote-unquote the template for Spiral 200 is Elised. Basically, Elised would use skill number 2. She would keep on stacking this buff, which is fill up an overdrive gauge to self, and then when she does an overdrive attack, it would follow up with her skill number 3, which is Lightning Spike. This one, Lightning Spike, it reduces action order, extra large effect for 3 turns, and would also debuff intelligence. Medium effect. Sorry about that, I had to go and mute for a moment. So action order, it stacks with one another, and because Time Lord would debuff you with action order down every end of turn for 10, and that debuff is 10 turns, so that's why you would be slowed down the longer the battle is. So that's why you have to debuff Time Lord's action order so that you have a chance to attack first. And then yeah, this is the dynamic I chose to cover Spiral 180. So the usual for Spiral 180 is the latest Liam, Razem, Maria Death, and Kami. So I have Kami and Razem. I don't have the other 3, Maria, Death, and latest Liam. So latest Liam, for all of you, just a quick crash course. He is able to charge up 6 bullets, so, and still would go down to 1 LP. So if you inherit any bullet from his previous style, so you would charge up 5 of that brings him down to 1 LP. And then on that latest style, he has skill number 3, where he is able to charge up anti-material shot. So whenever you do a skill or an attack, he would follow up with 6 attacks, anti-material shot, and then 5 bullets. That's why his DPS output is really strong. And because this one, Kirin and Time Lord is a battle of DPS. Kirin, every 4 turns, he would increase your BP cost by 1. And then Time Lord, every 3 turns, he would cast Chaos Stream. And then, like I said, he would be buffing himself with willpower that it's pretty hard to land any debuffs on him. And then eventually you would just be insta-kill because of Chaos Stream. So let's do this. I forgot my rhythm already. I had this rhythm at hand. I was telling a lot of folks that I did this battle so much that I can do this battle blind. Like my fingers already know where to go and what to do. So basically the first 2 turns I charge up BP, and then every odd turn I would burst, because every even turn Kirin would have guard up to himself and then guard up to everyone as well in the party. And then every odd turn, Kirin and the party would have, okay, this reset because of Vapor Blast. Odd turns would have defense down to everyone. So that's why you burst on odd turns. And the reset on this is usually if Kirin chooses to use Vapor Blast on turn 1, which is not ideal. And then yeah, Angelo is super duper hyped for this Kami, and so does Silsey. Because let's be honest that Kami is just really good in terms of delivering damage, but you have to take note as well that this is pretty far out from where global is at, so it would look like that Kami is doing ridiculous amount of damage, whereas it's just normal where JP is at right now. So that's something to consider. Oh, Tepwin, I tried this battle for 2 days. You know, whenever I have some downtime at work, or after I do, you know, the chores, because you gotta cook and stuff, that I would go back into retrying. Because there's a certain RNG in Time Lord's battle that if I don't hit that certain RNG, that it's not, I don't stand a chance against that battle. Okay, so this is where we would see Wagnus's passive in action. So like I said, Wagnus would give a passive to everyone, which is this one right here. Where's Harikiri? This one. So it says on overdrive attack, give extra small heal to everyone as an HP. So Kami on overdrive would do 3 attacks. Who's that? Matcha would do 1 attack. Wagnus would do 1 attack, so that's 5 already. And then Elised would do 1, 2, 3, 4 attacks. So we have a total of 9 overdrive attacks. So you would see 9 extra small heal. Are you ready? So it should show 9 extra small heal. And then Elised would do 4 attacks, and I'll explain later. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's why there's 9 extra small heal. And then this is the cool thing I learned when I was trying out different setup for Kirin and Time Lord. So like I said, the quote-unquote the template uses Razem. So Razem gives you a passive where for every hit of your attack for every attack you do, not every hit, that you would debuff the target with endurance and willpower. Every start of turn, Kirin would always cleanse debuff, and that was my struggle because I couldn't keep up with the damage, and at the same time I couldn't deal enough damage because everything gets cleansed. And then when I tried not having Razem and then just do whatever, and then I opted for intelligence debuff, I was super surprised that Kirin didn't cleanse debuff. So that's why I came to believe that they can control what would be the threshold on whether you would reach that threshold early or late depending on how many debuff stack you do. So that's why, I mean, you could approach it differently where for Razem's passive with that 9 attack, you would do 9 small debuff of endurance and willpower to the target. So like what Astalot was saying when we were chatting about it on Discord, that it can also stack up pretty high. But think about it this way. I did 1, 2, 3, 4. I did 5 times of intelligence debuff. All of those are medium effect. So I would think that, you know, the way the challenges were designed after the Paean of Victory was, you know, abolished, that it would enemies would clear their debuff, but Kirin didn't clear the debuff, which is a surprise to me. And of course I took advantage of that immediately because that was a chance for me to be able to stand a chance against Kirin, because his damage is just ridiculous without any debuff or sword. And then for Elised, the reason why I was able to count as 4, so Lightning Spike is counted as 1 attack, and then I did 2 buffs of the Tutuji no Mai, so that gives her 2 extra follow-ups, so that's total of 3 attack. But she also has a passive in her ability where she already has that buff as part of her ability, so that's why there's a total of 4 lightning spike in that burst earlier. And then yeah, Elised became a hot character for everyone after the solution for Spiral 200 was shared, and then people were using Elised on that battle. I was already hyped with Elised and was doing Spiral 180 before that hype came up. Now people are trying to go for Elised as much as possible. Just like what Fifole shared earlier, he had to pity Elised in JP. So odd turn, so we burst. Yeah, I know Tepwin. Kami is just super cool. I mean, with the tuxedo outfit and all. But, you know, being objectively speaking, he does ridiculous amount of damage, and being able to tank damage is just, yeah, really cool. This one. Tsutsuji Namai. So yeah, this is what I said about Disco Time with Mystery Tap. They are all pretty recent, Sankyu, so it's gonna be probably by early next year when they would arrive. Don't die! Thank you. Kami and Matcha were part of the finale banner. So the finale banner, it was a 5-part banner. So we already met with Hiveris. I forgot his English name. Hiveris, and then we already met Merlot and Syra. So we haven't met the other 3. My favorite, I meme about the other one, Hardy, because he has that umami tattoo. I call him Daddy Umami. And then the other one, the leader, Razem, and then the lady rather, Olret, or Olet probably is gonna be the English name. So it's a 5-part banner. Hiveris has Subir and Forneus, so Angelo would be excited for that. And then for Hardy, he has Duntarg, and I forgot the other one. And then the other one for Orlet, there's Megami, Orlet, and Matcha. For Syra and Merlot, there's I forgot. I already forgot. Oh no, wait. I didn't get anybody from that. That's why I can't remember. And then lastly for Razem, there's also somebody else. I forgot. And then a different 6th banner is Kami, Esper Girl, and oh yeah, so that would be Kami, Esper Girl, and Megami. That one. Oh yeah, Death and Dantarg. Yeah, you're correct, Tepwin. So that's where the best support Death came from. So Death and Maria are like the god tier for hard content right now. They just work really well with one another. Razem with Arthur and Talon. Yeah, I remember getting Talon, I think 3 times before getting Razem, because I was targeting to get all 5 of them. Okay, we're gonna burst again. I don't think we can finish this by turn 7. Not Mariah, Andy, Maria. So Maria is Holy Order female. palette swap for Sophia. So she comes pretty soon after the bunny banner. Um, so where I stop with the whatchamacallit, with the banner recommendation, after that is the Christmas banner. We have Acelas Misty. Excuse me. Sorry about that. We have Misty, Acelas, and I forgot the third one. Sumire. So I got Sumire in that one. And then after that, we would move to New Year with the bunny banner. It's a double banner with Emilia, I think Rock Bouquet, and then Cordelia. The other one being Professor, Romancing Saga 3 Bunny, and Bukucha. I think they would go for January Sankyu because it would still be Year of the Rabbit, and then by Lunar New Year they have to change to a different theme, just like how they handled this year. They still did the Lions banner during January, and then they made it kind of rabbit themed in a way for the Lunar New Year with Urpina. But yeah, it's turn 8. I'm gonna get BP +1 if I don't end this battle, and 100% I can't end this battle. I can already tell because of how much HP Kirin has right now. Even if I do this. Because defenses are up, so that's a problem. And this is where I would just reset and try again. Yep. Oh well. Because even if I try to push it to turn 9 and then end it, I would be struggling in Time Lord, which is not a good look for the battle. I mean, if I want to showcase something, right? I want to show the best of it. And then we move on to my current nightmare, which is 190. So this is the party I'm trying to use. I'm trying to go for a counter method with Bertrand, but I still don't understand how to manage this battle better. So this character is from Unlimited Saga, I think. Yes, this is School Bertrand Sankyu. So School Bertrand can counter with Dominant Blaze at a chance when hit with a direct attack. So this one right here, he would nullify with Sun Element attack. He would counter with Dominant Blaze at a very large chance, which I think 50%. And then he does certain stuff when he does certain elements. So he would give attack boost to himself for 3 turns when doing Heat Element, BP +1 to self when doing Cold Element, and then for Dark Element he would buff himself with all attributes with medium effect. And then Heat Up every turn starts for the first 5 turns, and then BP +2 at turn ends. And then this is the same as Anya's ability. Equip that weapon, you get extra large attack, and then taking resist 37% chance to dodge, taking resist mitigate that damage with extreme effect. But the problem is Bertrand dies so much faster. そうですよね。この戦いはミヤさん、なんかダメージはめっちゃすごいですね。The damage is just too much for me to mitigate. And then we have Saruin. This is what I mentioned in my video where even though Saruin has already gone out of his spotlight of being a farmer and the DPS, he would still be useful for certain application, like for this one with Bertrand. The reason why I brought in Saruin is because Saruin would give a dark element enhance to the party, and then would also give gain, quote unquote, gain BP +1 when doing dark element. That's this one right here. So whenever Bertrand would counter with dominant blaze or use any of his dark element attack, basically, that he would get an extra BP +1 on top of his own passive of BP +1. Hi, counter wo yatte So I just do whatever because they're gonna die easy. And then Liz. So Liz, the main reason I put her on the list is because of guard up extra large effect. She's not like Golden Bomb, where Golden Bomb you had to gear in a weird way that she wouldn't die from elemental attacks. And then Liz has this for the same guard up. And then because there's also Aqua Bash Plus, and with the global having willpower buffing, that this might be useful for Liz in the long run. I don't have the droplet style, so I'm stuck with Water of Life for healing. Okay, and then Labelle doing Labelle stuff, Wagnus doing Wagnus stuff. Oh, I forgot self-burning. It's okay. One shot. Don't worry about it. This is more of a trial and error. I had to try desert lands because I don't have any other choice. Boom. Dominant Blaze. Nice. Okay, 0 damage. I don't care for that. So even though, so Andy, the damage that Rufus does is very outdated now. Okay. Nice deflect. Rufus is very outdated now from JP standard. As you can tell, I've been doing 200,000 damage, and look at the amount of HP damage that it did to this boss. So is it every 3 turns that I get my buff removed? No, keep on dodging. Hi, Bato-kun. Tairun suru ne. Ganbatte ne. Keep on dodging. Come on, keep on dodging. Nope. But yeah, the ideal way of tackling this would be having proper defenses and debuff to the boss. So you would, that's why Maria and Death are there. Maria would have Scrum Guard and then would buff the party with all attribute, and then Death would buff the party with medium defense boost. So, and then on top of that with Razem as well, doing whatchamacallit, Razem doing extra defense boost and probably extra endurance and willpower with whatchamacallit, let's just show it with Relief Zone. No, wait, I gotta use the... Nah, this is fine. Yeah, let's do this. How is your defenses? Yeah, that's fine, I guess. And then Labelle, we're gonna kick out for... I don't know, Bunny Emilia. Yeah, let's do Bunny Emilia. I don't think that's gonna happen, Andy. Okay, how are your defenses? Okay, I guess. Mochi. Amai no Mochi. Relief Zone. Okay. Again, I'm just testing out stuff, so don't be surprised that I get one shot. Because really, the ideal way of handling this is either via the new formation, the Neo formation, or you do... Yeah, I think the Neo formation is the way to go. But let's see. So the Neo formation, it exactly looks like Rising Phoenix, but it's more for physical defenses. So rather than having extra will, you have extra endurance. My problem with this party is not having enough defenses / moral down inflictor. Relief Zone, thank you. Counter, thank you. See, if I put up my defenses properly, I can survive the damage. But the problem is Liz can only put it every other turn. And then there's not much benefit of doing intelligence debuff to this boss Relief Zone. Oh. Because there's only one attack that does that's counted as a spell, so really not much use. Ow. Ah. Dead. So let me show you the Neo formation. So this is the Neo formation. This one. So it has, so the middle one has strength, endurance, and will 50%, and then high chance of being attacked. Number 2 and number 3, the front ones, have 25% agility and endurance 50%. And then the 4 and 5, those at the back, 50% endurance and then 25% less agility. So let's try this. I mean that's why I changed him to the human form. The the wolf form is just, yeah, it's too much. Right here. Let's use the wolf. And then let's kick out Saruin. Let's put Narwhal's daughter. It's okay for Bertrand not to have that extra BP. It's fine, we're gonna survive. And then I changed Narwhal's daughter, so let me change her to the Narwhal form. You know, just for the heck of it. Where are you, Narwhal's daughter? There you are. Narwhal form. Karasu form. So you know, Andy, crow in Japanese is karasu, right? I know we learned about karasu in Yu Yu Hakusho. Yes, your queen, Tepwen. She's finally in her true form. Okay, let's try this. This Kyusaba, defense up. Relief zone, thank you. Kyusaba. Okay. Aqua art. And this one. Yeah. 100% 中の 100%? それは何ですか、皆さん。What are your attacks? Why does it hurt a lot? So I know there's not much pierce in it. That's what. Oh, there is one. This one. Okay. Pierce, heat, cold. So this one is physical. So why are we taking so much damage? And then this is the only one that's spelled the poison gas. Draconic roar is heat and thunder. Okay. Go back to the drawing board. Well, this counts as an endgame content, but I struggle. No, it would say if it's int-based martial arts. Even if it's int-based, it would use intelligence as the parameter on whether how much damage it would do, and then it would still do as an output as physical attack. Okay. How is your defenses, Bertrand? Okay, so this is my problem. I need thunder, but I also need dark. So let's do this. What are you? Slash and thunder. Thunder and pierce, but no dark. Should be fine now. Let's do this. It's still not 35. That's the problem. Okay. I think we should revisit the gears. Hold on. Let me clear this. Yu Yu Hakusho. Yeah, not many options. So we're going for Razem. Let's do Subir. So Subir, I did a showcase already, but he does an odd and even turn as well, where he would do a defense debuff of all attribute and then buff all attribute accordingly. So let's try that. Maybe that would help. And then of course Bertrand will do Narwhal, and then maybe, so we got Razem already, so it's either Emilia or somebody else. We're gonna kick out Liz. I guess Emilia for now. Let's do that, and then Neo formation. This one. Oh, so before I forget, after this one, we are right here for the formation, and then we had the dragon formation already. So the next one is my favorite, the power raise or focus seer, I think is the English name. Hi, boku wa Mariato desu wa nai desu. Mia-san. Hey Silsey, welcome, aloha. So this is my favorite formation, the power raise. And then after that, I think some chapter in Liam's story, I'm not gonna say which chapter is it, but it's gonna be given as a 5 formation, these 5 right here. This, and this. So this one, it's more focused on dealing direct damage. So now you gotta focus on, so this one, what it says is increase damage of direct damage with maximum effect, and then mitigate direct damage with large effect. So it's this one, and then this one. So it's all the same thing for all 5 of them. So if you do Hardy on this one, you would be doing ridiculous amount of damage, because Hardy also increases direct damage both for party and the enemy. And then this one is more for indirect, so you would be mitigating indirect damage with large effect, this one. And then there's also agility and intelligence status depending on the party slot. And then this is the better farming setup right now. So slot number 1, it forces that character to go on fast attribute. Whatever skill he or she is using would be treated as a fast. So that's why, let me show you. In farming any event, I'm using Merlot and Syra, and then like what Mr. Arce was saying on Reddit, that Merlot and Syra is like the closest we have as the godlike for farming, because so Merlot and Syra, this is their human form as what we saw. This is their true form. Sorry for the spoiler. So what they do is they start the battle with 14 BP, so they can use Chain Lightning. So Chain Lightning is an AoE B damage that's 2 to 4 hits. So it's random whether it's 2 to 4 hits, but it's all AoE. And then for every time you hit with Chain Lightning, Merlot and Syra would have attack stance down or attack down. So the more damage you do, the lesser the damage becomes. So strongest is the first hit and the weakest damage is the 4th hit, but you know, it's still strong. And then with this formation, it allows them to be at a fast become fast, so they can always act first, even though this skill is not treated as a doesn't have a fast attribute. And then they would also gain BP +1 at end of turn, and then for every time a turn starts rather, they get a BP +1, and then when they take down an enemy, they gain BP +10. So 10 + 1 is 11, and then when you move to the next round, you would gain extra 3 BP, so you gain 14 BP all over again, and then they can keep on using this. So that's why Mr. Arce was saying that they are Merlot and Syra is the god tier for farming character, which is I couldn't agree more, because definitely when they drop in global, they're the first one that I'm gonna target, and that would solve for all of my farming needs. Look at that, 150k per hit. Damage dame kat ga inai no ne. Nise goose mo dayo ne. Nise goose mo nai desu, Mia-san. Yep. I mean, Andy, in 715, the fastest animation is Notch Drager with the drift ride. I'm using Notch Drager on that one. Hi, Kibishi desu yo. Hi. But yeah, that's Merlot and Syra. That's why in the once I publish the next video, they are definitely gonna be included there. I rarely put a farmer in a recommended banner because farmer is very subjective, but Merlot and Syra is just too good that it's obvious to be included in that recommended list. And they also cover two very strategic elements, which is Pierce and Thunder. So those are some stuff to consider as well. And then, so if you don't like to use this formation, there's another one, especially for training Ito Kensan or whoever has an annoying fast skill. There's that other formation where they would be put on delay. Where is it? This one right here. So the last two formation, number 4 and number 5, they would have strength, dex, and intelligence for 75%, increase weak damage by large effect. However, they're gonna be put on delay. So it doesn't matter whether those that are in position 1, 2, and 3 have fast skill or not. Number 4 and number 5 would always act last in a turn. So you can put your farmer, your trainers in 1, 2, and 3, and then the trainees with the fast skill can be put in 4 and 5. So this is the good time to train Ito Kensan, for example. That's my problem. And then this one is the updated Rainbow Ranger. So number 2 is for martial arts, strength, and agility. Number 2. Number 1 and number 3 are strength. Number 4 is dex, and then number 5 is intelligence. So Rainbow Ranger in a way without the endurance penalty. So yeah, those are the new formation. Back to regular scheduled programming with Spiral 190 getting wrecked. Actually, let me do it this way. But the problem is, whatchamacallit, Bertrand doesn't have like an aggro position or anything. Yeah, it doesn't give extra aggro for position 1, so I don't know whether this would survive or not. Yeah. Okay, let's go back to Neo. Neo, this one. Yeah, we're good. And then we're gonna soup up Bertrand's defenses. So we need Fire, Ice, Thunder, Pierce, Blunt, Dark. And then I can't use the Remembrance Sword nor this one because I gotta use this because of his hybrid spells. Definitely Titan Suit. Is it this one? Oh, this one is good. Why am I not using this? And then what else? Heat element on a helmet. Heat element on a helmet. There's cold element right here. Pyrohydra. That works, right? But I still need some blunt and heat element. Monocle would give. Wait, so let me do this. Let me do this. Oh, okay. So I can't do that then. So the problem is if you don't have a 35 resistance to this, you won't be showing a resist whenever taking damage, and Bertrand is gonna die. That's one thing I learned in Spiral 160 and above, that on 180, if I don't gear properly, they just get blown away like paper. So that's the problem with this, because I can go for this. This is how he was geared, but I'm missing Thunder element. So if I go for Thunder resistance right here, I barely have any option. See? I mean, there's Thunder, but there's no blunt resistance. So I would take a lot of blunt resistance, if anything. Like this one right here. Or actually, almost. Zoku? Zoku doesn't give enough for blunt. That's the problem. Or you know, the other solution is to go for Hiveris. But I don't know. I'm a little scared with Hiveris, that's why. Hiveris, he can use this. And then he has cold element, so that's a good start. The problem with Hiveris is I gotta have sun element with him. So if I do it like this, see, he's missing heat element and thunder and dark, so he might die. Yeah, 190, Silsey. I just got wrecked earlier. I'm trying to revisit the gears to see how I can improve it, but I think I got the best of everything. I just gotta, you know, get good with thunder. And then let's fix the other ones. So not much slash, I think, right? Let's see. I don't recall. It's a very tough fight because the breath attack is like 190. Sorry, not 190, rather 1000 damage per. So let me see. Do you have slash? Oh yes, you do. Just one though. What is this one? Wait. This is not the Ouroboros, right? This is the Ouroboros. This is the Shide Flare. What is this one then? I don't recall. So let's try not to gear slash then for Subir. I would like coffee, Andy. If only it's not nighttime where I am at. But I have tea right here. Okay, so let's focus on Pierce and Blunt and try to ignore that there is heat element. Ignore rather that there is slash element. Is it this one? Yeah, I haven't kept up with the skills. I mean with the armors rather. So this one right here, or Harmonia, and then Pyrohydra. That works. I don't have Thunder Element though. This one? Sure. And then you I can go for Pyrohydra and then the Divine Boots. I need Pierce and Thunder. Pierce and Thunder. Actually, I can do this for Thunder. This is Pierce. Slash. Sorry. Yeah, that. Wait, let's do the Royal Ring. Where are you? Royal Ring. Okay. That's better. Yami to Hono to Kori to Tsuki to Uchi to Nozokuse wo Bogu no armor desu. Hosobi shimasu. Hi, it's really hard to distribute the armors with a lot of resistance to consider. This is heat element, right? No. This heat element? What is a heat element only? Oh, wait, you can use this, right? Yeah, that works. Okay, so you need... Oh, Hydra Boots. Like that. But I can't with this. Armor? Oh wait, this one. Sure. And then Thunder Element. Oh, it's 30. Yeah, let's do this. And staff. Emilia, one more time, would be armor. Then you need boots. And then what was that again? There was the thing. This one. Yeah, that works. If only we have extra Oxgeta in JP. We have 2 in Global. Okay. Let's do Frostbite. Where's Frostbite? Frostbite. You're okay. Relief Zone. Life Rain. Mochi. Okay. Let's try again. Okay, Frostbite, skill number 3. I'm gonna withhold. Yeah, let's do this. And then Narwhal's Daughter gives... No, she doesn't give defense boost, huh? Ah, she just gives this. Okay. Ah, wait. Oh, it's increased damage rather than mitigate damage. Yeah, Narwhal's Daughter might not be able to help. But I can keep on buffing like this. We can do that. Let's try that. Relief Zone? No. Good job, Bertrand. Narwhal's Daughter is dead. Ah. So we might have to replace Narwhal's Daughter with somebody else who has defense boost. And dead. Q-Saba gives heat up to everybody. Yeah, doesn't give defense up. Relief Zone? No. Ow. Relief Zone? No. $300,000 damage. Look at that. That's what I was talking about, Andy. That Rufus's damage is a little outdated with where JP is at right now. Keep on healing. We're gonna survive. that hurts. Go, Emilia, don't die, please. You survive by having a lot of defenses and debuffs. And I don't have those characters that can do that. Bertrand is dead. So definitely Narwhal's daughter is a flop. Whatchamacallit? What was I thinking? Subir helps with the passive all attribute debuff. Kibishi na, Mia-san. Yeah, very hard. I don't know if I... Sure, let's try it out with Hardy. I would love to see that happen, Andy. Oh yeah, Hardy is not in his final form too. Sorry, again, spoiler with what he looks like. Hardy. Okay, let's fix the gears. So Hardy's gonna have this. Razem is gonna have this. Okay, let's do that. And then Hardy, no inherit? Yeah, it's all AoE for Hardy, I think. Yeah, it's all AoE, so it's good. So this is gonna be weird because all of the indirect damage is now gonna do less damage, including Bertrand. So I mean, just to see how we can survive, right? It's not so much about actually clearing it because we're trying to play around with what would work best kind of thing. Mia-san, これは、テストです。See, the damage is way more manageable. So definitely Hardy might play something here. Mia-san, I agree with you about changing the formation, the Jinke. But I'm testing right now to see what would work best. So if this works, then definitely I have to think carefully on who would be the other two other than Razem and Hardy. I mean, that was really good damage, 300 compared to 1,000. See, that's way more manageable. And then I die. Oops, sorry. Ah. Okay. What? You wanna say hi to everyone? You have stinky breath and all. Bowie wants to say hi to everyone. She just got happy that I was talking and then she woke up and like, ooh, I have somebody to talk with. Mia-san, Bowie wa boku no ko inu desu. Okay, let's try again. That was promising, I would say. And this, my friends, is what I do outside of recording. If, say, I'm trying to discover something, I test out different stuff just to see what would work, what would not work, and then what you always see on YouTube is just the final product. There's a lot of stuff, especially here, that there's not much information available. For me who don't have the quote-unquote the template, that it's pretty hard for me to do on my own. So I gotta do some legwork to be able to do it properly. Okay, so let's try it again. Bertrand, don't die, please. If Dozy was here, he would be counting. How many times did Arado say don't die? Thank you for the relief zone. Nope, Bertrand didn't dodge. Let's just get to turn 4 at least. I wanna see. Because that's how I'm gonna learn whether there's a pattern here. On whether it's a 3 cycle or 4 cycle pattern. And then yeah, at any point, let me know if you guys have any requests or showcase or any questions or any characters you would like me to show. I can definitely do that. I can stop what I'm doing and go to that instead. I know it can be very boring if I just continue on, keep on doing this, the same thing over and over. Relief zone? No. Dead. Because that was a direct attack. So 3000 damage. That's a drawback with Hardy. So if the enemy does a direct attack as well, that they would be dealing so much damage to you. No problem, Tepwin and Andy. I'll do my best. I mean, at first it usually looks like that a battle is impossible, just like Kirin and Time Lord. And then the more I try it, the more I learn about the battle, the more, you know, the little stuff that you can take advantage of. Like what I shared earlier, that if you do some debuff, that you are able to manage the damage better. So this one, I don't know whether the Hardy route is good or not. It seems that it's good, but we will see. Okay, that was a good turn 1. Okay, let's do healing just to be sure. I just want to see how far I can get with this setup. That... what was that? I forget what spell that was. Definitely there's thunder in that, so that's probably the Draconic Roar. Is it... it's indirect, it's heat and thunder. So that's why Emilia took really good damage. Okay, let's go back to Desert Lands, see if it gets any better. Desert lands. Sorry, my game is not responding as good as global. I don't know why, but yeah. It feels like there's like half a second delay for stuff to load compared to global where it's like that instant. Frostbite, skill number 3, Brilliant Bunny Show, Punching My Way, Silver something. And then yeah, if you can already tell, Tiger Cage won't help with this one, mainly because there seems to be something in the code for the enemy where regardless of what your formation is, you would be attacking first. That's why Tiger Cage kind of got abolished in a way. Let's do some healing just to survive. Yeah, this is the drawback of bringing Hardy. So even though I'm using School Bertrand, or if I try Hiveris for example, they both counter with indirect attack. So that gets lessened with Hardy's passive. I mean, if it works, right? If it works, then just go with it. So the only sun element skill is single target, so that's good to know. I don't have to worry about my other characters being geared with sun element. That was good, that was good. But so it kind of feels like 160 again, where 160 sorry, 170 rather. So 170 you have all these boss. I forgot the English name for this guy. But this guy, Shogun, and these two fishes, they would do like 3 to 4 actions and then overwhelm your party with damage. So that's why I went for counter Bertrand for this one, while trying to go for taking down Shogun as fast as possible. And of course, Mia-san was able to get Romancing Saga 1 Monica, which does ridiculous amount of damage for counter. Because whenever Monica gets direct attack, she would buff herself with something, and that would stack for that turn. So the more direct attack that she gets, the more counter she does. So like by turn 4, she finishes the battle with, because she counters with Final Letter and Cutting Lunge plus. So that's why it's like ridiculous amount of damage. So 160 for the minions is pretty manageable, Silsey. So you just gotta take care of, I forgot who it is, the one right here at the bottom. Hold on. So it's Vile. You gotta take care of Vile, because all of them would have a different passive where they would debuff you with certain attribute. So all of them, with all of them alive, you would be debuffed with that attribute all attributes all the time. But because you have Razem, that you would be able to cleanse that debuff properly. So no problem with that. そうですよね。ミンサガのモニカはめっちゃ強いです。170の敵です。Yeah, what Mia-san is saying is it's really fun to use Minstrel Song Monica in 170 because of that counter method. Yeah, it's more of the ability, Silsey. Let's go into the battle and I'll show you. And then all of them would do different stuff with each other. Like one would buff heat up, one would buff something, and so on. That's why I had to target Vile first, and then this one last. So like right here, so Vile, this one right here, Vile's something. So he would debuff the party with Love and Charm. For Hate, he would debuff the party with Strength, Dex, and Agility. For Strife, he would debuff the party with, I would think, Agility, Endurance, Intelligence, and Willpower. And then all of them would have different skills. Like, I remember Vile being the buffer. Was it this one? No. So they all would set up this black ice to counter direct attack, so you gotta be careful. Is it this one? Imperium. Yeah, this one. So he would buff the party with Endurance and Intelligence. And then Strife would be... Yeah, Strife is all damage. And then there's 1 LP because of the Black Dragon. Oh, 3 LP rather, this one. And then Hate would be... What is this one again? Yeah, it's damage too. So Vile is the quote-unquote support for this one. Hold on a moment, sorry. Hi, 160は強いですよ。3人のミニオンです。Okay, 190. What do we do? So we can kick out Razan. Hardy. We figured out that defenses are gonna be okay, but if we don't survive properly, then it's not gonna help. If anything, we can kick out Emilia or Subir for somebody else. And I'm thinking that I have nobody. at least at this time. Um, Orlet wouldn't be able to help because she's more of a PvE kind of character with Petrify and stuff and follow up. Sumire would be able to damage block one time, but you saw the boss doing 3 attacks, so she would melt. Probably Katarina with physical mitigate. This is the one I was telling everyone in the video. Skill number 3 is something unique to just Katarina with physical mitigate. Megami has a counter stance, but that's it. And it's indirect. Yeah. Who else? This one. So this Azure Lady, she has a curse where she has an ability where if she used skill number 3, it would apply this curse to the enemy, where if on each hit that you do to that enemy, it would debuff them with agility and intelligence. So it's kind of niche. I thought it's gonna be useful, but I haven't found any use for that. Joe might help with moral down medium, but it's gonna be just that. But we can try, you know. And then Emilia, I don't know what you're gonna be replaced with. Katarina, let's do that. And I don't have a healer, so this is like a YOLO kind of setup. Where is your staff, Joe? Yeah, that's fine. Life water. Okay. Yes. So Joe's niche is more into go overdrive whenever you can, so you can have guard up, and then keep on using moral down, and then self heal, and then moral down, and so on. So we'll see. Okay, frostbite, punching my way. Let's do relief zone. Overdrive, the squid, and then physical mitigate. One more? Thank you. Let's see. Ow. So far so good. Good RNG for round 1. So let's see how we hold up with the moral down, physical mitigate, and the relief zone from Brazen. Ah, not Katarina. Okay, not too bad. So that's a good thing. That's a good knowledge to know. Even though Dragon Roar is in the wreck. Okay, so Dragon Roar is in the wreck. I don't know whether Ouroboros is single target or AoE? It's probably AoE Ouroboros. Okay. But this is good to know that with Moral Down, with some Relief Zone from Razem and Physical Mitigate, that you're actually able to survive the attack. So just gotta find that balance, you know, not just being full defensive. And, you know, this is how the thought process comes in with tackling hard content. I try to figure out the different stuff that would be able to help with setting up a party that would work. And yeah, to this day, Moral Down medium effect is still the highest one that's available. And then there's not much characters that can do attack stance down. I think in global there's who was that again? Igomal, and then the overdrive attack from Bune. Summer Bune. So that's something I wanted to see more in once we progress through global. Some attack stance down because, you know, those stack with one another compared to Moral Down. And this is what I'm referring to in my banner comparison video, that I'm actually looking for characters that can do defensive stuff like buffing, guard up, and so on. Because look at how ridiculous the damage is. No, not Katarina. So, yeah, this is what it is. Okay, let's progress. Let's see. I wanted to test whether we would survive Ouroboros with Katarina physical mitigate, but Katarina died again. I know. Yeah, Ouroboros is AoE, and everybody died because I have Hardy doing extra damage on direct attack, and Ouroboros is a direct attack. So let's kick out Hardy for now, and then try somebody else that might be able to help. So let's say... what about you, Lebel? Oh, let's do this. No, not this. This is Moral Down as well, so it won't stack. Yeah, let's do Anya. Again, this is all testing. It's not really progressing into anything. Right now, we're more into wanting to survive. Sorry, I'm too lazy to change the gears. Joe, where are you? And then, who was that again? I forgot. La 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 la. Anya. Okay. Oh, so when we had the conquest for the finale chapter, um, it the game started to drop this special material. Let me commit this first, and then I'll show you. Uh, Etwa. No, I don't need Etwa. Starlight. That's fine. So let me commit this so I can come back to it. I think we still have it. Yeah. So they started dropping this rainbow material, and then the only option it has is series. And then there's that all saga, which is 36%. But it takes a lot of materials to craft one weapon. So compared to the regular one where you only needed 1,000, I think. Hold on, where are you? 100 to try out a weapon. The rainbow one, it needs 2,000 to create one weapon, and then also very expensive to craft. Well, not expensive, but you gotta grind a lot of this material right here. But you know, as a result, you would get a lot of all saga weapon if you're really good in farming for materials. So like this one right here. So that's the goal, to have as much all saga as possible for weapons. Like that. Anyway, just wanted to show that. Okay, let's try a couple more times, and then I'm gonna end the stream after a couple tries. Any last minute request for to show any characters or go through whatever, just let me know. Okay, I don't have Razem this time, so damage might hurt a lot. Relief zone. That skill number 3 I can't pronounce. Looks like I'm getting a timeout. Counter. Okay. Squid. Heal. This one. Back. Oh. It's pretty manageable. The minute I say it, I jinx myself. But it's okay. Well, we're gonna try it out. I was hoping to use Anya's skill number 3 too, because that has attack stance down. Ah, I still can't survive Ouroboros. Katarina is back there like a champ, dodging the attacks. 37% chance each. I don't want to jinx it. I jinxed it. What is the rom? Romancing. Sure, I can do that. But I think it's already late for me to create a video. I feel that it's, yeah, a lot of people have cleared it. So I'm trying to cover anything that's unique or something that's not available yet. I always try to consider that the content that I try to put out there is something where people are interested to see. Because I know clear videos are good and all, but I feel that it's too saturated with a lot of people are showing how they clear the content. So I wanted to get out of that circle and try to do something else. That's why I know I still do the farming videos, but I try to do something else on top of it that hopefully it's something that I'm the only one doing, so that I have something to contribute to the community, you know, something unique and helpful information or whatnot, however you want to see it. Okay, let's go back to this formation again. I'm gonna try yeah. So I mean, if I have Maria and death rather, I think it would be manageable in a way, mainly because there's so much video out there that uses Maria or death, but there's almost zero without them. Just like the Kirin and Time Lord, it was all my effort. I couldn't watch those videos with Maria and death because it wouldn't apply to me. I could try to learn what they do, what the enemies do, but ultimately the strategy on how to do it is still for me, you know. Hi, Deta-chan, konnichiwa. はい、今回は、螺旋回路の、190はやっています。I still fail, Deta-chan. Relief zone, punching my way. This one. Hi. ありがとうございます、データちゃん。僕の日本語は、ちょっとは OK です。So, Neta-chan, just like that, I couldn't express myself properly in Japanese. I only know certain expressions because of talking to people and so on, but I try to learn as much as I can for Japanese. Yes, Silsi. So, Maria and Death is like the core. You know how Payan of Victory was the meta before? That if you don't have them, you would have a ridiculously hard time in clearing hard content. So that's the same thing with currently in JP for Maria and Death. Let's heal. Heal. 3-step punch. Normal attack. I wasn't paying attention with the damage, so sorry. Okay. Okay. Ow. Razim is gonna die. Huh. That was good damage. So this formation might work? Might? Moral down, punching my way, mitigate. But we will die with Ouroboros because of whatchamacallit, with Hardy. Oh, sorry. And everybody dies except for Katarina. No, Katarina dies. Ah, yes, Silsey, that is true because Global kinda changed things up in a way that, well, if you tackle the challenge in a conventional way, Matriarch would still be useful, more on buffing so that you can land attacks and be able to debuff. But because there's also other options we have available, like, silver, for example. Global silver is just very useful that um, we don't have to rely on Matriarch as the only option to clear hard content. Like in JP, if there is a hard content event or whatever, default I would use Matriarch because I have very limited characters in here compared to, say, Global, where I kind of pamper myself in Global. So in a way it helps with having options and be able to showcase that you don't have to rely on X characters to be able to be good or be able to clear that content. And sorry, I don't have the latest Final Empress. So the 4-year anniversary would do. I'm happy with this style anyway. So let's do this because she has moral down small. So that I think should be enough. Yeah, like that. And then I'm gonna kick out Hardy. I'm gonna try if there's other characters. Let's do Matcha just to try it out. So yeah, like for this one, Tepwin, it's all the legwork is on me. Right now, if I watch a video, I can only learn what the enemy may do. It could or could not be the same as what I would be experiencing, with all the retries and all. And that's the sucky part of this this phase of the clear. But it's very satisfying if you are able to figure it out on your own and you're the first who is able to do that. Just like for Spiral 180, I was the first one who cleared it without Maria or Death, and that's I would call it as my personal achievement for Spiral Corridor in JP. I'm very proud of that. Counter. Very good. Thank you. Okay. Holy Moon. Let's heal up. Let's do Relief Zone some more. Cleanse and debuff. Attack. So I don't know if I mentioned already, but for Matcha, she can cleanse and debuff intelligence or speed. So one skill is intelligence, one skill is speed. And then she has an extra large chance to go on countdown. So the following turn, like what you saw, she would use elemental comet, which would debuff and cleanse intelligence and agility. That hurts, but oh, okay. Okay, let's see. Let's heal some more and then mitigate and then hope for the best. Why Katarina? Counter? No counter. Okay. Hey. Stun. But this is good. I think if I have good RNG. Yeah, Bertrand is a good boy. He counters a lot with Dominant Blaze. But yeah, that's how I get wrecked in Spiral 190. Last call, Silsey, Sankyu, Tepwen, Andy. If you have any requests or any questions or any showcase that you would like to see, I think it would be helpful to open my box. Oh, no problem. Thank you so much for tuning in, Tepwen, and always glad to have you on the stream. Alright, going once, going twice. Okay. No problem if you don't have any requests right now. After the announcement for the 4.5 year in JP and 3 years in Global, I'll probably going to do another stream to cover the changes and any recent stuff that has been implemented in Global. I would still go for the damage compare for Orpina. Hold on, let me move back to Global. One moment, please. And we are back to Global. I'm gonna do the damage compare for this Orpina and the Lunar New Year one. And I would think that we would have very little difference in terms of damage for Orpina, the latest one versus the Lunar New Year one. Because the Lunar New Year, the problem there is she relies on weak attack to get the extra 20% damage, versus for this Orpina, she just flat out has 50%, I think. Wait, 40% only. So this one is 20, this one is 20 as well. But she also has healing and defense up. So that's a pretty good thing to have. The problem with this Orpina is she's just all over the place. So that's why I just want to showcase the damage and then put in some notes that you would have to have certain styles to make this Orpina be useful. And then other than the Orpina project, I'm thinking of what to showcase from JP so that it would give Global an idea of what are the capabilities right now in JP, so that you yourself would be able to assess whether a character released in Global, whether it be vanilla JP or whether it be a Global exclusive or a massive change, that you would know whether the character is good or not. You know, Cher and I would be here to guide all of you to say whether yay or nay. But I would think that it's no longer a blind process where people would just blindly follow what I or Cher would say, that you would be also making some decision on your own, because you would own your box, right? And you know how to strategize or what to plan in the future. So that's my goal in wanting to do the showcase and giving out information enough to help people, be more knowledgeable about the game. All right. So other than this, I don't have any other projects. So if you have any other request or concern, any request or any other showcase that you would like to see, just comment it, reach out to me on Discord, Twitter, however you would like to reach out to me, and I would gladly accept them and consider that and plan for it. But until then, this is Arado signing off. Andy, Silsi, Deta-chan, Mia-san, Tepwen, San-Q, and Fifole earlier. Thank you so much for joining. Deta-chan, Mia-san, gochizo itadaki arigatou gozaimasu. See you in the next video and stream. Again, appreciate all of you being here on the stream. Thank you so much, and yeah, see you.